I started to make bracelets for QuiltCon because others on my Instagram feed were doing so. I was so excited to get there. I also wore my Lucky Duck necklace, which I also wear for digging, and my needle case necklace. When I got to Raleigh, I saw QuiltCon signs everywhere. And there at the Raleigh Convention Center was Sir Walter Raleigh himself. When I got in, it was packed, and it wasn't even open yet. I got my ticket, got in line to get in, way up on the third story from the entrance. Finally got in. Vendors Hall was packed. I went around and found some people I knew only online and finally got to meet. Emily Lang, Crimson Tate, Sarah Hartz, all these people who have affected my quilting life. Anne from Stitch Supply Company, one of my favorites. I ran into old friends and standing in line for 30 minutes made new friends. It was such a great time. And then I even got to see some of my favorite designers. Like Denise Schmidt. My feet were killing me by the time I left around 2 o'clock. Now it was time to make my way to Greenville and get ready for Digstock. Here I am waiting for my food from the Birdman. I've got a hot dog coming. They have good food. I registered at Digstock 9. It is raining, nasty today. It's a little chilly. Everybody's registering. I got a hat that I traded for a beanie from Mind Lab over there and a ticket. And I met Gypsy Jules. I'll put her picture in here. And I talked to some really cool people from Wisconsin. They were really awesome because they came from Wisconsin, and they find a lot of copper points and things that the Native Americans made up in the where they live, which is pretty cool. Wish I had interviewed them. But anyway, lots of cool stuff going on. Cold and rainy, but it's not supposed to be like this the next 2 days, so yay. Hey, I am with Chelsea and Scott King. They're from
Northern Wisconsin. Yep.
And
Wisconsin.
They metal detect some really cool Native American artifacts. Can you tell us about them?
So we find copper points and knife blades that the natives used to mine or find copper in the UP in Michigan, and
how long ago were they made?
Anywhere from 2,500 years ago to 9,000 years ago.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah, so they would find these copper nuggets, pound them into points, and I think they heated them in fire sometimes and warmed them up, but not to the point of molten. But yeah, we find them mostly around any type of lakes and rivers. And then according to historians, the water levels were anywhere from 8 to 20 feet higher back then. So we do a lot of searching around what are now bogs, but used to be shallow water lakes, and yeah, just stumble across tools that people drop.
And we live in a nice area for that. There's lakes everywhere around us, and we're really close to Lake Superior. So,
and you found tons from what you said to me
earlier. 50 points.
It takes a long time, you got to have some patience, but it pays off when you find that.
How deep do they run when you find them?
Well, it really varies. Yeah. I mean, some of them are like on the surface, and others you have to dig several inches down.
Depends.
So not really.
If it's really sandy soil with pine trees, it doesn't make a whole lot of topsoil, so they might be only an inch under the top crust. And then sometimes I think our deepest point was probably out at that bar, and that was down at least a foot.
Wow.
It could have been buried.
And tell us what you swing and what kind of readings you get when you find them.
The Equinox 800s.
Yep, we both have that.
Both have them, and actually, copper culture, as it sits in the ground for so long, it'll build up this iron oxide, and so sometimes it sounds like a nail, like a square nail.
You mean like aluminum cans sounding like coins?
Yeah, but otherwise they sound like a copper coin.
It's really
20.
easy to want to skip those sounds, but when you're out in the woods and you hear that, you gotta dig it.
Yeah,
because it might be really awesome and just have that build up.
Yeah.
Well, super cool. Thanks for sharing. Maybe we'll see your finds later in the hunt.
Hopefully you will.
All right, here we are, Digstock 9, upside down 6, it's 9. It is rainy. We just did some drawings, been talking to some really great people, old friends from other Digstocks. NoGA and Mine Lab are here, as well as some others. I was just talking with Gypsy Jules, she's here representing Garrett, and all of our friends in the Digstock booth are here too, and I'm excited to go digging starting tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain the rest of the weekend, so woohoo! So NoGA gave everybody a bag when we did registration, and we got to spin the wheel at Mine Labs, and we can spin it again tomorrow, I believe. And I actually got a hat, and I traded it with somebody who wanted a hat for their beanie, and I have another Digstock shirt because I lost the one I got last year. So that night it was hotel room sewing. I love to craft in my hotel room, and I had a challenge for project quilting that I didn't get to do before I left. So I went to Hobby Lobby, grabbed a few things, including this little handy sewer, and made myself a pouch with hourglass shapes on it to meet the challenge. It's what I do. I can't stop crafting. It is going to be a gorgeous day. Look at that sky. I'm driving into my first field on day one of Digstock 9. Well, technically, day one of digging. We had our meet and greet yesterday. I got to meet and greet some new friends. I met some old friends. And we all got to stand around in the rain, which was so much fun. But hey, it's the digging life. And I'm looking forward to finding something good. Dad this morning says, go dig me a gold coin or something gold. I'm like, yeah, right, Dad. I'm just be happy with anything interesting. Though, of course, I would love to get a silver coin. I have yet to dig a silver coin. But again, anything interesting. I just want to find something and enjoy this beautiful day that's going on. All right, catch you later. Good morning. Here I am out in the field. There's a lot of us here. It's a field where an 18-something house stood. So far, I found this handle off of something. I also found a piece of metal that's not can. I don't think it's an aluminum can. It's all squished up. I'm going to have to look at it later because it is kind of different looking. But, yep, let me turn you off and see the lay of the land this morning. Gorgeous day after literally it rained all day long. In fact, I was trying to park over there and I thought I was going to get stuck. So I immediately moved to a flatter part and everyone is out here sweeping away. And we've got one. I don't know what it is. I'll have to clean it up and see. Okay, strong signal, 60s signal. Nothing. I feel like I need to. This might also be aluminum can. But you know what? I'm not throwing it away till I clean it up later, because last time I thought I had aluminum can, it was actually a hubcap. But this is not a hubcap. I don't know. I'll put it in my pocket, look at it later. I think it's just aluminum. I found a tiny piece of metal. Don't know what it is. It sounds good, but we'll have to look at it. Finding bits and random pieces of metal. Found some copper wire and this. '70s, high '70s, low '80s signal. Yeah, big chunks of aluminum. They bring in migrant workers, and over the last 20, 30 so years, they drink their snacks, throw their cans in the field, and they just chop them up. So lots of aluminum in the field. Sounds good, but not what we... Come back next Sunday for the rest of day 1 and day 2 digging at Digstock. I do find a few things, and I interview some people and show you their really cool finds. Thank you for liking and commenting on this video and sharing it and subscribing, and follow me on Instagram at Lucky Duck Digger too.